Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. We got Cole the Empress.
Hey guys.
We got Uncle Uto.
Ciao.
And we got myself, Ifiak. We just want to encourage today because there is so much pressure out there that each individual is dealing with. And for the most part, I don't think we know how to even think about it. We don't know how to think, how to be supportive, how to be encouraging, how to be uplifting. So we're going to actually just simply be encouraging today. So anyway, kick back, relax, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. When it comes to encouraging, I think sometimes we're so disconnected with people that we do not know how to encourage effectively and encourage in such a way that they can receive it. Especially when something bad happens to somebody, and we do our best to say encouraging words. My thought process, it is not heartfelt because we're not actually connected with the person. We're just saying words that sounds good, and with that, I think it is time for us to look at how we communicate with anyone. Let's say somebody, you know, has a RIP on their page, and what do normal people, what do most people say? They'd be like, "Oh, my condolences," and that whole thing and all of that, and which it sounds good, we accept it, but having a different approach on it could be like, you can pose a question: What were you guys close? It shows that you care because you're asking, were you guys close? I'm sure that meant a lot to you. I'm sending you good energy. In this time. That way, it's more heartfelt. It's more connecting compared to just saying, "I'll pray for you. I'll send prayers up." Like when I see those things, it does not move me. It does not touch me. Because I don't think it's connecting. So I think that if we can think of different ways on how to really connect with whoever we are surrounded by when dealing with situations, we're more mindful. But anyway, I would like to turn the table to either one of you to share uh, your thought process when it comes to encouraging.
I think when we wake up in the morning, we need to, of course, encourage ourselves mentally and emotionally and speak living life words into ourselves. Acknowledging that we live in a negative world. We're bombarded by negative people on a daily basis. So once we start changing our thought process into positivity and uplifting, encouraging words for ourselves, we should be able to encourage the next person that we come in contact with. I think it all starts with the process. We have been manipulated over many years to engage negativity. People love to engage in negativity and hate. So it's kind of hard for the normal person to uplift thy stranger, their loved ones. It's easy to wish harmful things upon them and say harmful words to each other, but yeah, being encouraging, motivating, uplifting, speaking life into one another. We have to change our thought processes and the words that come out of our mouth, because even we speak death amongst our own selves. So we have to definitely be mindful of the words that we put on to others.
That was well put, Nicole.
Thank
It
you.
was very, very good because you know, if we look back in life, well, if I look when I look back in my life, I tend to remember all the negative stuffs, and the positive stuff you don't remember much, unless somebody occasion brings it up, then you go to it and then remember it. But the biggest thing that naturally we always hold on to is the negatives in our lives. And that really affects how we see things, you know. Like you just said, it's a matter of mindset, you know, um, making decisions that, yes, I acknowledge the difficulties, but I also recognize that I have enough in me that to overcome the difficulty, no matter what. So when you balance that, when you see something that threatens you, becomes a fearful situation, but you balance it with confidence, with the confidence that is in you, to knowing that, okay, this situation, this is what it is. I recognize it, but I have something in me that will neutralize that, and then move forward from there. So because life is problem solving. That's all life is.
Yeah.
There's no we always look for smooth sailings in life. We look for the comfort. We look for easy. We look for all that stuff. But that's not life.
You said the key word right there, problem solving, because majority of the people, when you even bring up a situation, normally you have people that add on to the negative to it. You know, instead of bringing out a solution, they're bringing out what's going to go wrong.
Yeah.
The negative about everything, instead of speaking life into this situation and finding that solution. That's how we get worried and get stressed and anxiety, because we overlook things and our emotions get involved. And then you speak to a neighbor or your friend, and they don't have nothing encouraging to say. They're going to add more death into it, you know, to really pump up the anxiety. Like, okay, maybe I shouldn't do this, you know?
And then remind you of what happened to Auntie Jane and Uncle Bob and all that stuff. He did not survive it.
They will express how you can't do something instead of speaking life into it. Like, you can do whatever you want to do.
Yes.
Yeah. We are so far disconnected, and then living in a hurting world doesn't help it either. You know, we self-sabotage ourselves, we self-defeat our own self, and so how can we connect and give good vibrations to the next person? You know, so there's so much that needs to be untangled, there's so much that needs to be undone, there's just so much, you know. But what I would say is being thankful. If you can be mindful to be thankful the minute you open your eyes, then that will get you on your way to be mindful of others, you know, because you're able to be thankful for your breath of fresh air. You know, I don't think most people think about that, you know, like when you wake up, because most people don't wake up in their sleep, you know. No. Some people don't wake up in their sleep. So when you wake up and you're like, and you wake up, like for me, I'm always thankful. When I get that breath, I'm like, yes.
You came alive.
Yeah, you know, and then I reach over and grab some water, and I fill myself up with some water, and I intentionally suck in some oxygen, and I'm just thankful. And when I'm thankful, and that's before I even reach my phone, because you know most people have their phones right next to them. What do most people do? They lay there, they wake up, get the air, reach over for the phone, and start scrolling through their phone, you know, and their phone takes 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour of their time.
And people don't realize how much energy comes from that phone.
Yeah.
Looking at social media.
Yeah.
And that's all you see on social media is negative thoughts, majority of the time.
Yeah.
You know, depending on who you have on your timeline.
Depressing things.
Yes.
You know, sad things.
And you have to be mindful of what you're starting your day to.
Because you're putting that right into yourself.
Right.
You're sucking in that energy.
Right.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree
But I
with you.
think that the moment that a person can be thankful from that breath of fresh air, get some water in them, then they go for their phone, then they can have a really good start. You know, and when they see some negative stuff, they can just scroll past it, or if they want to say something, they can say something encouraging that's connecting. You know, it'll be good.
And I also believe, just to piggyback on what you just said about being thankful, um, and there's the book of James in the Bible. Well, I'm a Christian. You guys know
I
that
think we
by
all know
now.
that. Yeah. I think the whole world knows that.
It says you count it all joy when trouble comes your way. You count it all joy, because this is an opportunity for you to prove what is good in you. Okay, so when we face with challenges, instead of go, oh my goodness, we should take that challenge and said, okay, um, there's not there is there in this life, every question have an answer.
Agree.
Every question has an answer. Some answers are readily available for you, but some answers you have to go and find it.
Yeah.
See, you have to go find those answers. And so when you see a storm brewing, coming, it's coming, then you hunker down. Say, hey, let me check.
Yeah.
My house, I got a solid foundation. It's standing.
Yes.
Okay? What else? This, I'm prepared. So when you when you live your life in such a way that you prepare for any storm, no storm will take you. No storm. I left, I don't know, was it you that I left the message on your birthday, or was it, I think it was your brother.
Okay.
And I told him, I said, every storm, you should take on any storm with the aim to reduce that storm to a rain.
I like
I
that.
would like to say something though,
Yeah.
because I think storms are great.
Yeah.
Storms bring destruction. Storms bring to tear down so you can rebuild.
There you go.
There's a reason why there's destruction that comes on. So instead of having that pity party or that woe is me,
Yeah.
there's a reason why things happen. The Most High brings examples to tear something
I
down
like
because
that.
something is not
I
meant to
like
be
that
in your
a
life,
lot. Yeah.
So instead of looking at as a victim approach, you take it as a blessing and you learn from it and you
Right.
rebuild from that to not do that same situation or the same pattern again,
Again.
because there's a reason for this to be broken down.
Yeah.
We all got to start over sometimes.
Like Joe Biden said, build back better.
Absolutely.
That storm came, that house didn't stand it. And well, it wasn't worth it. That's why it got
Absolutely.
reduced. So next time,
That
guess what?
relationship,
That
that
relationship,
house, that job,
that job, anything.
it was not meant to be in
It
your
was.
life.
It wasn't there.
Right.
It wasn't.
It wasn't built on the proper
foundation.
foundations.
It didn't meet the. It didn't meet the standard that it was given to you, and your standard is not my standard. Your standard is based on what is given to you.
And especially if you're
correctly.
not moving out of your heart and love,
Yeah.
if you're moving out of pride and ego and you're doing things that are destructive to your spirit and soul,
That's
yeah,
right.
it's going to be a time for you to be broken down,
Yeah.
to open up your eyes.
Yeah, I went
Plus,
through it.
and plus, some things has to be moved out the way, so that way those that are not for you could be out the way.
Right.
That way, when it comes back to you, for you, it's for you.
That's
Absolutely.
Because certain things will not be shared with other people.
right.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I like that. So it's a great time to be alive.
Absolutely.
It's a great time to be alive. There's a lot of things going on. There are many opportunities right now. Some people are in better position to take advantage of it. You just need to look for it. Some people have to find the opportunity to take advantage of it.
Yeah.
But some people, there's no need to look at the challenges that we're facing today and decide that, man, it's too hard. It's too hard.
But see,
Nothing
that's
is
what it
too hard.
is. It's the mental battle. It's the mental challenge. We're so quick to gravitate to that negative thought process of, I can't. I'm trying. There's no way that that can happen to me. You know, instead of looking at the positive approach of how you can handle the situation, you know, we get caught up into the negativity. And then when you sit here and speak it to your neighbors or the closest people to you, they're going to add to that fear. They're not going to give you that support and encouraging words that we are looking for. And first, the encouraging word starts with self.
Yep. You gotta speak life into what you need for yourself.
Indeed.
And most people are far from that. You know, they allow their circumstances that's right in front of them to be the gate, the window that they look through, and let that determine their moment, their day, their week, their month, their year, when they have the power to actually move that out the way, put it to the side, ignore it, and step out.
Well, see what it is. Life is limited. Limitless, should I say. Am I saying this right?
Yeah, well, it's limited. Yeah,
and when we're brought up, we get caught up into the limited thought process of how we're not able to overcome things. We're molded and
don't do this. Don't touch that.
Absolutely disciplined of how you can't do this. Challenges that come your way, you know, that make you feel that you're not worthy enough or good enough to do something. You know, we come out as a womb, and you know, unfortunately, it comes from our parents. You know, we start getting disciplined at an early age to where we lose who we are as a person.
Yes.
Because of being politically correct in society. You know, so we also need to be mindful once again, but it's just the tools that's been going on from generations to generations that we need to speak life into each other.
Yes.
And quit killing the inner spirit. The inner spirit. I cannot talk tonight.
You're doing good.
You're doing good. We took a twist today, so.
But you know, the spirit gets killed at an early age.
Well, I mean, the fact that we're able to talk about it and bring a different perspective and bring a different light helps, because so many things has to be undone, and how we've processed things and how we view things and how we crave and need and desire things. So when we grow, right, and we share it to help other people grow, you know, then that growth, you know, grows and it comes back, and we're able to, you know, all, you know, like that saying, teach one, each one teach one. You know, we're able to help each other. And so the fact that we are bringing a new mindset to help sharpen somebody else to then share something, you know, that will help somebody else, and so on and so forth. And this revolving cycle for the change that is needed in our society, because like Uncle said, there's so much going on right now. There's so much, and it's a shifting. It's a shifting in the atmosphere. We have to be prepared for that. So, and that's what we're doing right now.
I was at the hospital today. I got tested for COVID. Clear. But I met a young lady from Ukraine.
Okay.
21 years old. She's very friendly, and so we engaged in conversation. She was talking to me. She asked me what I did, and I told her my background and told her a few stories. My story, which is at this point a little bit private but very personal. And she was very intrigued. But she says she works there at UC Health, and also she works in a law firm.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so she immediately was able to pick up on what I was talking to her about, and very, 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 very impressional. And we talked. She said she wants to buy this $1,800 mirror. And I said, what? What are you buying 18? She said, I don't know. I just 21. I just want to spend that money because this mirror is antique and stuff like that. But I didn't tell her, oh, you should take that $1,800 and put it in something that will yield equity. I didn't go there, even though the financial advisor aspect of me wanted to go there. But I allowed her. you know.
But it's funny how spirit aligns you with individuals in life. And I think that's another thing that we have to be mindful of, because the universe, spirit, God, whoever you follow in life, aligns us with certain individuals. So even from the circumstances that you're going through, how ironic that you come across someone that's in law.
I know.
And maybe she needed you to advise her of not spending that money on an antique,
but I didn't go there because I wanted to, but for some reason I hesitated. And I think sometimes we have to allow people, as older people, we have to allow younger people to go through things, their own thing.
I agree, but with you being older and wise, you should still be able to speak your wisdom to the person. I mean, we're all going to make choices in life.
Yeah.
But maybe she needed that other thought, that would have been like, why don't you spend your money and invest that money into, real estate or something, But I mean, if you have money just to throw away, I mean, hey, that's nice.
Well, I did ask her. I said, oh, so what kind of equity is it? And she said, I don't know. I just feel like spending it. I said, okay.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, so the reason why I brought that up is because when you see that much energy, she works 70 hours a week at 21. She is not out just living a rambunctious life at that age.
Yeah.
She's doing something.
She's grounded.
She's grounded. So I encourage. I said, now you're going to be very successful. I see you being very, very successful in life, because I remember me at your age.
So your thought process was nothing like hers.
My thought process was somewhere else.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. When we meet, even if you meet somebody in an adverse situation that's opposite what I've just tried to describe, we should always find a way to leave a certain impression that is positive.
I agree.
That will make a difference in that person's life moving forward. Because that experience, she called me by name. She came back and said, "Are you okay?" And she came. I know I will remember her for a long time, and I know she will remember me for a long time based on the interaction.
Yes.
So it's good to encourage.
Absolutely.
You are absolutely right, because I think it's what's inside your heart. So if you're moving with love and showing love and uplifting, it really shows that you have a better approach to the situation. You are moving with encouraging words and uplifting that person compared to just moving with the negativity words to kind of, I don't know, I'm not going to say belittle her, but
I mean, I could have taken a negative approach. I could have said, "Oh, don't do that. I don't know her that well. This is the information that I have was the limited information that I have. So I don't want to say anything that makes you think."
But wisdom is wisdom, though. You know what I'm saying? We are living in time. So, I mean, yes, we all spend money on foolish things.
Yeah.
It's not for you to sit here
spend it on the mirror.
Absolutely. I agree. I want to buy me a fish tank. That's just wasting money,
That's what I'm saying. It looks good in the house.
Well, at that situation, she probably just needed someone. She probably just needed an ear, and you happen to be there and allow her to just talk.
Yeah.
Sometimes, our gifts and blessings and favors come in different packages and different forms. Someone just need a hug, and it makes a difference. Someone might just need an encouraging word. And like that situation, an ear that made a huge difference. I just think that overall, as we are growing in ourselves and experiencing everyday life, as long as we are available within ourselves, first and foremost, like I said, being thankful, being, just little small things which are actually huge, then it opens up and allows us to be available for other people.
Right.
If we're empty inside, there's nothing that we can give to anybody, you know. So
And we have
awesome
a
for
lot
that.
of empty souls out here, though, too.
We
you
do.
know?
Another experience.
Yeah.
Just tonight.
Okay.
Again. So the first nurse that I came into, hey, look at my name. Your name is pretty unique. I said, yeah. I said, what's that? I said, Nigeria. And he go, oh, are you one of those Nigerian prince?
And what did you say?
I said, I might be.
Good answer. Good answer.
I said, I might be. And he goes, yeah. And we went into a conversation. I told him what my aspiration is, and that I'm very, very disappointed in my country having that reputation. But and then we went back and had small talks and talk about how Nigeria used to be, and actually the level of education in Nigeria is far higher than it is here in this country.
Okay.
People are really, really well read in that country, but they apply their education on the prohibited activities that are not good. So I told them, I said that I really would like to go to Nigeria and establish a curriculum in school about authentic manhood,
Yes.
where we could start teaching kids on how to be real, authentic people, to change, to break that culture of corruption, of scam, and all that
Yes.
stuff. And so that person had him. When he left, the nurse that took over from him, he go, that man is a man we want to talk to.
Nice. Nice.
So anyway, it was quite an after. It was quite
Very
an
nice.
evening. Yeah.
Sounds great.
Yeah. So it's good to have despite the difficulties, because I've been through a lot in my years. I've been through a lot. Some I brought onto myself. Some other people brought it on. But one thing I've learned moving forward, I will never pass responsibility to somebody else. If you participated in where I am wrongfully, I have a right to seek reputation.
Yes.
Reputation. But as far as the blame, I blame me. Me only. I'm the only one responsible.
Yeah.
I'm responsible for this. I will never blame another person on something that I was involved in.
And seeing Uncle Uto, I'm right there with you, because I think it's time for us to rebuild these villages, rebuild United States. Of course, I would love to go to Nigeria, but we have to rebuild at home with our thought processes, because these wounds run deep. It's generations from hurt and pain that has been transferred on from generation to generation, and it's this negative emotion, this hurt is being passed on because that's all we knew, or that's all that we know. And then you get someone positive and you don't know how to react to that positive person. It's friction there. Like, how can you be so freaking happy over here when I've been living in turmoil all my life? Get your happy ass away from me.
That's real talk. Yeah. That's real talk.
Yeah.
But we have to retrain our thoughts.
Yep. Yeah.
And learn how to move in love and look at how you feel. I mean, we all need love in our life, and we're so quick to be so mean and just throw the pain onto someone else, when, as if he says, we all need big hugs around here. We really do.
Yeah. It was somebody's birthday today. One of my friends posted her mom's birthday today, and all I said was, you gotta squeeze her for me, and I was like, happy birthday, mom. You know what I'm saying? Because we grew, as little kids growing up, sometimes we don't understand the impact of what somebody adds into your life. Whether they're looking out for you, whether they feed you, whether they drive you from here to there or whatever. Like, there's that. But I think we dismiss it and just kind of like take it as, oh, well, it's nothing. But we don't understand the true essence of that connection, you know, of another person, you know. And so just that in itself, you know, I'm all, you know, huggy face, love, that whole energy towards her, who was, like I said, was a mom to me at one point. You know, whether it's only for 5 minutes, but she was a mom to me. Whether it was, you know, once a week or whatever, but since we hung out all the time, you know, but we don't connect that way, you know, and we're not gonna connect in a positive way because we don't know how to. But let something negative happens. Let something. Oh, we're all gonna come out, you know, and partake in that energy of negative. Oh, you're hurt. You're broken. You lost this. You
It's like they gravitate to the negative. Everyone gravitates to that negative emotion. Just like you said, touch is very powerful. You don't know who needs that hug that day. We all need a hug every day.
Yes.
I believe it is in the books that people need like 5 hugs a day to really feel love.
Yeah.
You know, and just imagine the people that don't get touched at all.
Yeah.
You know, touch is the most powerful emotion.
Yeah.
You know, the transfer of energy.
Yeah.
Hugs and touches and all those.
Yeah.
Really good for you.
Absolutely.
You know, so.
And I think that's where the love has gotten broken. Can you imagine all the kids that have not been touched or have not been showed that genuine love because there's so much hate and animosity within the people around them? They don't know how to express that emotion of love to their loved ones.
Yep.
But they know how to express the negative emotions.
Oh yeah, that's the easiest one. That's the easiest one to express, is the negative. When it comes to the positive, that takes too much. You're gonna look weak.
Yeah.
You're gonna look. You hugging your dad?
Yeah.
Or
That's gay.
You telling your son you love him?
Yeah.
No, you gotta make him a man.
Well, you know, in my book, there's a section that I said, you know, we take the word, we use the word love in vain. We know how to say it and it sounds good, but we don't know how to walk it. We don't know how to live it.
We don't know how to show the actions behind it.
Right. However, let's say the word hate represented love. We will have flying colors.
Action.
We will pass that part with flying colors because we will hit on you real quickly.
Yeah.
We will stab you in your back real nicely. Yeah. We're even gonna act holier than thou.
They'll never talk to you again.
Yeah.
And see you snub you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And act like you don't even exist.
Right.
You know, but when it comes to love, when you need something to eat, I love you, but and I walk away with my hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars in my pocket while you need $1.
Yeah.
You know, and you're right. This action speaks louder than words.
We become very selfish individuals.
And I believe there's a lot of things that can be done, but very, very, very few people are willing to do it. So we hope that this encourages other people. It's a very random topic. We never talked about it. We never discussed it. So if it comes out like it's not making sense, just watch it a couple of times. It will make sense, because we are really trying to impart the importance of loving somebody, and that means you treat them the way you should be treated.
Absolutely.
If you don't love yourself, you can't love. Who said that? Is that you or
that's me?
Okay.
I always talk about love. Yeah. Always.
If you can't love yourself, you can't love anybody else. Yep. Because your love, if I love myself, I wouldn't do you wrong. I wouldn't do you wrong. Because if I do you wrong, guess where it's coming back?
Yep. It's coming back to you.
It's coming back to me. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for your words, you guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Encouragement. Encouragement is so beautiful when we know how to encourage ourselves. It all starts with us.
It does.
First. It starts with I. I will be encouraging.
Yes.
And once I am encouraged, it just spews out of me
Yeah.
wherever I go,
Yeah.
because I'm encouraged.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
That's the key. Charity begins at home.
Yeah.
And the only home that you really live in is you
It's
can't
simple.
you can't get away from yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes encouragement does not, you don't have to even say one word.
No.
You just are right there, present.
Yeah.
And it's all a person needs.
Yeah. Yeah. Just your presence. So but you have to start from home.
Starts within self.
Start from self.
Yeah.
So
You are what you speak.
yeah.
Out the abundance of the heart, the mouth
That
speaks.
Yeah.
So is it beautiful or is it ugly coming out? What are your actions? Pay attention to your actions and how you're thinking in situations. Try to change that negative thought process or those negative words into encouraging words. It all starts with the mind of being mindful and then understanding why you're feeling that way in that situation. We don't look at what triggers us around people. And that's what causes that negative emotion to come out, is because you got something inside going on and you want to pass that on to the person that you're talking to.
Yeah.
But look at it like, okay, why am I going to say this ugly, foul word to this person? Where is it coming from? Why am I feeling this way?
Yeah.
Because it's a reflection of you.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
You are everything.
Yeah.
So whatever it is that you are and you put it out there,
That's what's gonna come out.
that's what it is.
As a man thinketh in his heart.
So is it. So, okay. Well, thank you for your words.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being part of this, and thank you for your openness, to elevate, to grow, to have a different viewpoint,
To change.
Because in our everyday life, our everyday walk is definitely challenging, and where do you turn to? Who do you go to? But at this very moment, you're what Iffy inspires, to connect, because you're not alone. So we thank you for that. And if you have any questions, any concerns, anything, by all means share it. Leave it in the comments. Grab one of your friends that might be isolated and watch a video or two. We have plenty of things on here to lift your friend up. But it's all about encouragement.
Yes.
Just the thought that you are willing to help somebody else helps you and the other person, and it is definitely fulfilling. So with that, have a wonderful moment. Have a wonderful day. Stay encouraged, and it starts with you. And we grow together. So, like I said, you're not alone. We're in this. We love what we do. And we're thankful to be able to do it. So, with that, like and share this video.
Subscribe.
Thumbs up.
And share the love, because that's what it's all about. Sharing the love. So in the meantime, have a good day. One love. Big hugs.
Big kisses.
Already.
And until next time. Peace.
Bless.
Already.
Already.
Already.